channel, Distaggio here, trying out some new intro music. Hey, this is an interesting accidental 4-man boss for. This is on the old deodorant account. Here's the heroes we're rolling with. 107 level Druid, Revitalized 5. That's why I kept this account around. We got a Thunder God level 105. These are pretty low levels. Pumpkin Duke 5 of 9 at level 105 with a Berserk 2. Attack speed increase slightly there. Champion has a Revitalized 4 of 5. This is pretty cool talent here. By the way, this is a free account. I can't believe I got these talents. And then I love this Assassin here with the Heavy Blow 4 of 5. That helps me keep my stun train going. These are the heroes, guys. This isn't anything like super crazy. These are really low level. I mean, these are low level heroes, are they not? And yeah, so let's go take a look. Now I want to say that this is a boss too. I rarely play on this account. This account is in Guild Buried. Guild Buried is a Dirty Empire guild that it just depends. It just depends on who's there, if they do boss 2 or 3. I'd say normally they do 3, but every now and then they'll pop in a 2 and make sure everyone can still do 2, and there's less shards and all that, so hey, why not, right? And as I was doing this, I logged on one day. I was probably recording a video or something, probably wanted to come on to here do some expedition. This is probably a week ago, right after the update, and I noticed something there. I'm like, hey, 7th place. I haven't been on this account in months. I just happened to log on. I was going to do a little expedition failure. And Sun 7 recently did a video too on Low Might expedition, and whoa, it is tough. And I didn't watch this full video, but man, it is rough, as you'll see here at the end of this video. Oh, painful. But so the good news in this video is we got a good news story and we got a bad news story. And the good news story is I saw this happening here. I'm like, what is going on? I swapped in the Snowzilla there. I swapped out the Assassin, and I just was curious if I could tank with Snowzilla yet, and it looks like, yeah, this has got to be boss 2, obviously, because I'm not wiping on proc there. So there I did another 1.5 million there. So I'm like, hey, I should be able to get this. If I can get that Assassin to trigger a Heavy Blow, I think that can actually give that Pumpkin Duke enough time to build enough stacks so that Champion can pretty much cover the whole stun train by himself. So that's the goal here. I needed that Assassin to proc Heavy Blow. If that Assassin can proc a Heavy Blow, then I think I got it. And you can see here, the boss didn't stop on its way to Druid. That means the Assassin did not proc a Heavy Blow. And that means that the first stun that you saw was the Champion stun. And my Champion on this account, as we just saw, has a Revitalized 4 of 5. And so you can see that, you know, I got the train going, but look at here, about 2:30 is when it typically falls apart. You can see Assassin just dropped. You got the X on the Assassin there. It got there. And this is where I started to realize, you know what? I think I can do almost a lock solid, pretty close to a solid lock stun train with this account, knowing that I can do about 2 million damage. I'm up to about 5.2 million damage, and yes, this is boss 2, 80 million hit points. And give her a go one more time, and really again what we need to go off is that Assassin's Heavy Blow. If it goes off, we will very likely get the entire stun train off, because what will then happen is while the boss is in the Heavy Blow stun for 2.5 seconds, then the Champion will trigger Champion stun for 3 seconds, and that is enough. That's enough time to allow your Pumpkin Duke to stack up, because the Pumpkin Duke buff Celebrate stacks. So, alright guys, pay close attention right there. Did you see it? Did you see it? The boss just stopped in his tracks. That was not the Champion going off. But look what happened. So the Assassin's Heavy Blow got its stun off, and then the Assassin died right away. Must have had aggro. I must have dropped it too early. Who knows why. But the stun went off, and then Champion stun went off. And now we don't have Assassin. This is a 4-man boss. 4-man boss 2 at this point. And I'm like, well, there's no way in hell that this is going to last 3 minutes, because I lost Assassin, and I thought I needed to rely on Assassin to do that occasional Heavy Blow to kind of let everything, you know, all the stuns sort of recycle themselves and stay going and whatnot. But anyways, back to this Pumpkin Duke stack that I mentioned earlier. I know sometimes we mention this for everyone on YouTube, we just assume everyone knows it, but so Pumpkin Duke, let's take, is a 30% attack speed increase. Well, there's a sometimes when that occurs, the Pumpkin Duke can stack that twice because its proc lasts 8 seconds and it will trigger every 5. Okay, so if it triggers every 5, that means there's 3 seconds where it's overlapping, giving all your heroes a 60% attack speed increase. That is how these stun trains work with Champion. You have a stacked Pumpkin Duke with Champion. If you just let a Champion go, let him keep going with Cupid, he also really helps because that helps the Pumpkin Duke proc faster and have those stack sooner. Boom, you got your stun train 1-0. We did it there, 8.2 million. This is the first time that I've done a 3-minute stun train with 4 heroes. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and sure, yes, it is only boss 2, but hey, that's still pretty cool, knowing that you can do a 3-minute stun train with about, say, between 110 level heroes. And let's take these same heroes and some of the other ones that are on this account, which isn't very many, so that's the problem with being low might. Low might is almost always an indicator that you don't have a lot of heroes, a lot of duplicate heroes. So you see here, I do have 2 druids on this account, but guess what? One's level 1 and one's level 107, and I just lost a champion there. But we did pass that one, so that was good. And again, you can have up to 6 heroes on the board at any time. If one dies, like right there, Paladin died, you can drop in another one. And if Ninja dies, like Ninja just died, then he can drop in another one. Alright. So yeah, as you drop in, you're dropping in, and you're just at the mercy of the garrison, essentially. And it's just painful. It's R3. Come on, R3 is not good. I know I'm going really fast here. Here's the bases you really dream of, where the buildings are up there and the split off like this. But then what happened to me, oh, it's just not good, is the range on those towers. There's a green garrison, a green 1 garrison in the upper left tower, and that one started nailing on me, so I exit out of there quick, and luckily had at least 50% of it beat. So there we did a side breach there. One smart thing is, if you ever see a magic tower or cannon tower, breach by that. That's pretty much the best advice I can give you. You pretty much want low garrison. If you have an arrow tower with high purple and green garrison, that is not going to be friendly, guys. Do not breach right there. You want to breach by the magic towers, and so the reason why I kept kind of restarting this, I was just getting furious. I was just like, oh god, I'm leaving. I'm going to my main account, and you know, I didn't do so good there, and I just got cranky. And hey, as always, keep it dirty and dirty up with a cool, awesome boss 4 team, epic win, and then an epic fail on expeditions on a low might account. Oh, so painful, guys, so painful.